today I'm going to show you a real quick, real easy way to use all your leftover fabric scraps once and for all. And after watching this video, I promise you, you will never throw away another piece of scrap fabric, no matter how tiny and how useless it looks. Here are my scraps, or at least some of it, a whole bag of them. So let's pick what we want for our project. And we want smaller pieces, you know, all sorts of sizes. And we have all sorts of colors also, so this will be really, really fun. There's triangles, there's strips, bigger strips also. I think I have more strips than scraps, if I'm honest. There's this fabric that we used for the table runner a couple of weeks ago. I love these. That came from a jelly roll, which is pretty cool too. We have some decor fabrics. These are, you know, thicker ones. This was from a shirt. Silky. Not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I just love the pattern. So yeah, that's how my scrap pile just kept growing and growing. You know, I have to confess, I would often just throw it away because I didn't want to have to deal with it, and it was taking up way too much space. But one day I just started to think, what if we could prepare our scrap pile, you know, sort them out and just prepare them to be used beforehand, you know, even before we were to use them for something. You know, just find a way to organize it, make it ready to be used in like a second, you know, cutting out all that prep time that's so discouraging to us. So I gave it a try and it was a total game changer, guys. You know, I just had to share this with you. It completely changed the way I work with scraps, and it just made them so much more attractive. And yeah, as you can see, totally new environment, completely different place. My sewing machine broke down. Everything that could have gone wrong pretty much did. I'm using my very old machine, my Genome, my very sturdy and reliable Genome. I am using all my equipment from way back when, and it's being nostalgic and exciting at the same time. I guess it's always good to remember that we don't really need fancy equipment to be able to sew, right? Now I've got this strip of white sheet fabric right here, you know, the most basic, inexpensive fabric I could find, and I'm just going to start placing my scraps over it to see how they look. You know, this is a matter of personal preference. You can use whatever colors you want. You can make this whatever size and width you want. You know, it's totally up to you. Now, this does kind of resemble snippet rolls. Do you know what it is? Those strips of embellished fabric scraps, you know, that people make that are just so gorgeous and so unique, and they use it to embellish like scrapbooking and whatever they want, and they're just gorgeous. They add buttons and lace and all sorts of appliques. If you've never heard of it, just look it up. It's really gorgeous, and it does look kind of addictive to make. So we're making a much more simplified version of that, okay? We're just quilting as we go, really, adding scraps to the strip of fabric until we're happy with the length or done with the scraps. It's kind of like we're crumb quilting, except it's only a strip. Now you can use salvage or anything you want. So what do you think, guys? How much would it help you to have your scraps organized this way? Or maybe you have another way to organize them, to make them ready to be used at any time? If so, please let me know. Okay. So we're sewing as we go. We're sewing all this fabric onto our white strip. So what we need to do is do it like this. So here, and then keep going. You know, we could just sew it all together, you know, without the strip of fabric, but this just gives us a cleaner back, which can be very handy for some projects where you won't even need to add a backing this way. Plus, you know, there's less risk of the scraps getting unstuck if you do it this way. I am using a super small stitch. It's a 0 stitch, but only because this machine also needs a repair. You can use a fancy embroidery stitch to keep it all together. Everything is allowed here, okay? Now, this is a very good jelly roll substitute, with the plus that it's pretty much free. I mean, I love jelly rolls. They're so cute and practical, but they do cost a pretty penny. This is what we have so far. And now we have these 3 strips we want to add. But first, we are going to sew them, the 3 of them together, and only then will we add them to our strip. Let's see how we did. Yeah, this is cool. All sorts of patterns and colors. This will look super, super cool. Different sizes, different scraps. Do we want to keep the salvage? Do we want to remove it? I think since this is so colorful, I'll probably just remove this harder bit. Still tiny, but look at all the pieces of scrap that we have already used. That's the whole point of this project, using our scraps. Don't worry about being very precise about the size, okay? We will be trimming it all down once we're done. now it's the blue. It's the blue strip right here. And you want to leave a little bit of a margin, you know, up on top of your strip, because sometimes they're wonky, you know, they're not really straight, they're like diagonal, and then when you open it you realize you're into the white, and you don't want that. You want this white to be completely covered. It doesn't look like much right now, it's not trimmed, it's not really anything too special, but it will. Just have to pick colors that go good together, and then you get the smaller bits, and it just all comes together for some reason. But you know me, I love colors, so you do whatever feels right for you. For me, the more color the better, and that's kind of the only rule I'm following, really. I may sew these into place, yeah, but I'll decide that ahead. Now I'm just trying to fill my strip and get lots of cute fabrics used, lots of scraps to put into good use. So let's keep going. Look at this pretty flower. I love this fabric. We're almost done here. This is the strip I chose to use, but you know, I have many other rolls. I'm just going to finish this little bit here and call it a day. Yeah, I think you get the picture, but you know, feel free to do, you know, yards of it. As many scraps as you have, as many as your white sheet will allow it. The lazy part of me wants to use the whole thing, but I'm not going to. This is all about the details. Okay, now we have the green, and we'll definitely need one more piece or two, or how many you want. I don't like any of these options to finish this one. Wait, I have. Let's go back to the scrap pile. We need something pretty. Ooh, yeah. Let's end with polka dots. Everything always looks better in polka dots. As you can see, lots of strips to sew yet to get all my scraps into use, but I'll get there. So let's just sew one last time. Okay guys, so this is what we have, our beautiful little strip. All these colors mixed in together. Now you could quilt them by hand if you want with a different color thread. It will look really cool. I have seen a couple of these where people just go with like a blue or a red or an orange or a green, whatever, and they just sew along some really big stitches by hand. It looks awesome. You can add embellishments too, like I've told you about. It looks perfect. I'm keeping mine as is because I really don't know what I'm going to use it for. We will be trimming all of this off. Okay, so that's the last step. Let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see, 2.5-inch strip. And yes, we'll be making more scraps, but now we know how to use them, right? And we have the strip to guide us, so nothing to it. And here we have it, our very cute, very practical strip of scrap that is nice and organized and ready to be used. You know, we can create theme rolls like a Christmas one, a bright one, a darker one, whatever makes sense to you. And we can pretty much make anything with this. You know, a quilt top, just sewing scraps together and maybe adding a few strips in between them. We can make a bag, we can make clothes. I mean it, anything you would with a jelly roll or a strip of fabric this size. You can use it as binding also, or as an awesome quilt border. I mean, imagine having this all around your quilt center. And remember, you can do this in any size, any shape you want. It can be larger, smaller. It all depends on the scraps you have and the kinds of projects you love doing. Okay, for me, a jelly roll size made sense. And you don't have to use, you know, straight edges. You can use a pinking shears. I prefer it this way. You know, the pinking shears effect does nothing for me. I think it's just a waste of fabric. Okay guys, this is what we've got. You saw how quick and how easy it was to make, and it is, for me, the best way to organize scraps before you're even going to use them. You know, there are so many times, like I've told you, so many times that I don't use the scraps and go straight for the fabric because it's just too much trouble to sort it out. With this, you sort it beforehand, before you even know what you're going to sew, and it's ready to use. I mean, how simple is this? Plus, it is really cute and relaxing to make. Give it a try and see what you find.